Teen Grind, how you living? It's the Kid Drake the Kid, and I'm back with a discussion video. I only do discussion videos every once in a while. This is mainly a reaction based channel for those who are new and stopping by. This is really a reaction based channel. But if you find my channel first time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share like social medias, man. Follow my Instagram at 2.kid underscore. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you react to next, man. Shout out to all the Shaolin Ninja out there. I also have a Cash App donate channel, help channel, description below. Hey yo, this topic I'm about to discuss, this is possibly, gonna get me banned. This is possibly, I might not be able to talk about this, Pacific, internet series anymore or anything like that because, the fandom is very toxic. And what fandom I talk about? I'm talking about the Ruby fan base. For those who don't know, I watch Ruby. I've been watching. I got into Ruby. I want to say somewhere like mid volume 3, when Yang accidentally broke Mercury's leg. That's when I got into the show. And I'm like, wow, that was a cool introduction to the show. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. And this is when they went on their low hiatus break. So I figured, okay, this is a good time to go play catch up. This is all before I start my reaction channel, by the way. But I went back and played catch up. I thought I like volume 1. I like volume 2. So by the time, volume 3 came back, I was all caught up on everything. And to be honest with you, I learned about Ruby through watching Death Battle Yang versus Tifa. I didn't start watching it right after that because my mind just forgot to. But whenever I got a chance to got back around to it, thanks to a reaction channel, Dane React, shout out to you. Pretty much got me back into it. I'm like, oh yeah, that was the girl from the Death Battle Yang. Alright, let me go ahead and just get into it. And ever since then, I have been watching Ruby. Now, despite what I'm about to say in the video, I'm actually a fan of the show. It does keep me intrigued well enough for me to want to keep watching. And I'm about to discuss a certain character now that we're headed to volume 8. Now we're done with volume 8. Volume 8 just wrapped yesterday. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched volume 8 of Ruby, I'm gonna need you to click off this video, go to Rooster Teeth, go watch it there. But now that we're headed to volume 8, we're headed to volume 9, and majority, except everybody, except Team Ruby, because they fell down into the abyss in between worlds, and John and Neo, they fell down as well, and they ended up in, I don't know, some Alice in Wonderland looking type of place. And that's where everybody is. And now that majority of everybody, Emerald, the rest of Team Juniper, Winter, and the Happy Huntresses, and people who refugees from Atlas Academy, well, just Atlas, the place is now in vacuum. And the one main character that a lot of people is clamoring to come back is Son Wukong. Just to let people know, I am not one of those people clamoring for Son Wukong to return. Not because I don't like Son or I think Son is a bad character. My opinion, Son is one of the most underappreciated characters in Ruby. I don't want Son Wukong to come back because I don't want Son Wukong to be ruined. I'll be completely honest with you. Even though I like Ruby, and I do feel like, I kind of do nitpick. Matter of fact, I nitpicked on something about the Silver Eyes not activating, with Neo and Ruby Far. I made a big deal out about it, and it wasn't a big deal out about it. And that's my bad on that part. But at the same time, being too positive, it's never a good thing either. Being too negative and being too positive is never really a good thing. I prefer, you call it down the middle, which I'm trying to do my best to do. But anyway, though, let me get back on topic. A lot of people is clamoring for Son Wukong to return. I'm not one of those people because I don't trust Rooster Teeth to handle him very well. To be honest with you, when it comes to Team Ruby, Rooster Teeth are kind of butchering anyone that's quote unquote stand against them or anything like that. Not that Sun standing against Team Ruby, but it's due to a fact because of one ship, the Bumblebee ship. To be honest with you, I do not like Bumblebee. I don't like Bumblebee at all. I think it's a bad ship. But because of the Bumblebee ship is the reason why Sun Wukong gets a lot of hate. And I believe, because I don't trust Rooster Teeth to handle Sun Wukong, because look what they did to Crow and Ironwood, for God's sake. I don't trust them to handle Sun Wukong. I got a feeling if he come back and he meets up with Team Ruby, they're gonna pretty much assassinate his character in favor of Yang. Because a lot of people, including myself, think Black Sun was a better ship. Mind you, I'm not a huge fan of Black Sun. It's just one of those things that I let that just work. Like Katara and Aang from the last Airbender. Those things I just felt like it just work. I'm not a huge fan of the ship, but like I said, it's a ship that I just felt like they just work. And a lot of people, make the comparison, say Black Sun is better. And some people say Bumblebee is better. But due to the fact that Bumblebee is the more popular ship, I got a funny feeling they're gonna assassinate Sun so Yang will look better in comparison. Same thing pretty much did with Adam. Ruby, Team Ruby, Kruby, they have a history of assassinating characters that stands against Team Ruby. And Team Ruby is not always in the right. I mean, they're the reason why, that kind of reason why Atlas failed. And no people will say it's because of Ironwood, but who pushed Ironwood to the edge so Atlas can fall? Because they the ones who lied when they didn't really need to. So, yeah. Even though he doesn't really stand directly to them, but due to the fact that he's a threat to the Bumblebee ship, they're gonna hate him. And another reason, this is my second reason why I do not want Sun Wukong to come back, because I don't want Sea Monkey to be a thing. For those who don't know who Sea Monkey is the ship that's between Sun Wukong and Neptune. And think about it, the first episode, Volume 6, which I'll say is the second best volume, they kind of like tease a little bit with Sun not noticing Neptune, so to speak. And I got a funny feeling if they don't character assassinate Sun, that's gonna be their way of fixing Sun character when nothing is wrong with him. And what makes you? And now you might think, what makes you think something like this? Let's go back to Volume 7, the second worst volume in Ruby. Volume 5 still holds the title, but Volume 7 is the second close worst. I did that one episode with Ironwood versus Watts. In my opinion, that is the episode that kind of saved it from being on the level of Volume 5. But anyway, though, the point is, earlier during the volume, Kruby thought it was a good idea to give people who are not a fan of Bumblebee the middle finger. Now, I got no problem with them having their own little favorite ship or whatever, what ship they like the most. I have no issue with that. But when you, the writers, the voice actors, are clearly taking sides in the ship war and showing blatantly favoritism, in my opinion, you're kind of crossing the line a little bit. And I kind of blame Kruby for the actions of what's going on with the Bumblebee ship. I'm talking about the toxic Bumblebee shippers. If you're just someone who just likes the ship and you're not, all over somebody's case about it, telling people they should kill themselves if they don't agree, or try to rush people out the community because they don't agree with a certain ship. If you're not one of those people, I'm not talking to you. But anyway, though, those are my reasons why I don't want to see Sun Wukong come back, because I don't trust Rooster Teeth to handle Sun Wukong very well. And I know some people are gonna be like, well, if you want Blake to end up with Sun, who is Yang gonna be good with? I thought, this was just my thought, after I caught up with Volume 3, But for some reason, in my mind, I thought like, well, Yang and Mercury will make a good couple. I mean, they're kind of like the dark mirror version of each other. If you think about it, they're similar in a lot of ways. They're both They're both hand to hand combat strikers. Mercury kicks, Yang punch. They both are kind of like since they're kind of like jokesters. He has a dark sense of humor. She has the pun sense of humor. I thought, they'd be a good shit, but due to the backing of Rooster Teeth and due to some crazy toxic fans, Bumblebee has caught a lot of momentum and look like it's gonna become a thing. And to me, Bumblebee just doesn't make any logical sense. Everybody gonna use burning the kettle as the catalyst behind it, but really all that was just an intervention of a friend between a friend. So I don't know. I don't get how people took them being together, but I digress. But that is my two major reasons why I don't think Sun should come back. Not because I think Sun is bad. Like I said, I don't want him to come back for his sake. Well, it's the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share our social medias. Remember, every season grind, see the underground takeover, man. Let's get it.